Right, guys, I'm back with the weekly recap. Um, we commencing the 5th of February 2024, second month of the year, and basically the first week of the month. I'm going to go through all the trades I took this week. I took 3 trades, 2 gold sells, some GG buys. That is it. Basically playing the overall March rate cut bets news events from last week. Like, it was just continuations of those trends. We had NFP data. We also had a rate decision on Wednesday, and then we had more news, I believe, on Thursday. I don't want to really review last week that much. I just want to highlight the fact that these were continuation sells from Friday when we had, I believe, extremely good NFP data, which was good for the dollar, obviously, and that caused the dollar to break out of this range we had here in between 103.8 and 103 flat, really. The range that we had, we broke out, and that caused gold to have a huge sell-off in a short amount of time. Now, I missed these initial sells because it happened extremely fast. And I wasn't at the charts when the numbers actually dropped, and I seen they were absolutely absurd numbers, completely inflated in my opinion. Yeah, I'm just gonna look at them right now. Yeah, 353k when the consensus forecast was 187k. So it pretty much doubled the consensus, which is very good. I don't know why I swear the previous did not say that before, but whatever. So that was the reason why we had a huge sell-off here and a closure below the 2030 level. We also broke below it's 2030, sorry, yeah. We did have a rejection towards the open of New York session, basically. Pulled back slightly during New York session to make a lower high. Initially started to move down throughout Asian session. By the time we came around to London session, price was closing below 2032 again, which was very, very positive for the start of the week. Continuing this overall good data that came out for the dollar, pushing price down, and the overall hawkish sentiment that we have at the current moment, where the central banks are not trying to cut rates just yet. So yeah, I took those sells from 2032 down to 2020, went on beyond to 2015. I did leave some runners, but I ended up closing pretty much majority around here as we came into a level that we've visited before in that 2015 level, and it is a heavy support level. So as you can see, we rejected price massively and pulled back towards the highs at 2040 again. Rejected slightly, and then we had a range during the Asian session. I did not trade any of this. Pretty much trash price action. I wasn't interested in this. Spike up, came back into the range again. Now this is where I became interested as we started to respect the highs. We didn't break above here, obviously. Then we started to close below here, rejecting. Price pushed down, closed slightly below 2032 again, then pushed back up, rejected that 2038 level once again, did not break above this previous high that we made. And then we pushed down with volume during London session, I believe, again on Thursday, pushing below 2032 level again, taking sales below there down to 2023 again. So basically, like 100 pips, give or take. You could have got safer entries down at like 2030 again, but I like the 2032 entries. They were nice. They were like somewhat moderate risky. The really risky entries were at 2035. What is that? Oh, and 2038. 2038 was a very, very good entry, but yeah, I was taking sales below 2032 again. That was a nice level that we took sales below pretty much initially at the start of the week, and because we were on the high time frames, respecting the overall bearish sentiment, because we have not came back into this area since Friday last week. It's Friday now, by the way, the end of the week, pretty much going into the last sessions of the week. I don't expect much from gold now because we pretty much ranged and created a massive range between 2045 and 2020 or 2015. So I'm not interested in touching gold for the rest of the week now, but I did enjoy taking those sells during high volume sessions. Even though there wasn't any news this week, we were basically just playing volume based on the previous economic events. Now, GJ, this is the only... Oh, actually, no, I took another trade below these levels. Yeah, how big do I have these stops? I didn't have the big stops because I think it was around 20 pips because I just wanted to take, I believe I just wanted to take that many pips. So I took some buys, sell scalps on Monday on GJ below the 187 level again when we closed during the London session, leading into New York session. After we pushed up, we did break these highs, but we came back down into this level. I had a feeling the price would fill this gap because we were somewhat clean price action to the left. And we needed to correct the move that we had from Thursday, Friday last week, which was like a 150 pip move pretty much. So I knew this move would have to correct at some point and price would want to move down. It just made sense. Price closed below 187 again. During the high volume time, it made sense the price moved back down to at least 186.5 again. Potentially have trouble pushing beyond here, but we did push beyond there. And go all the way down to the 186.2. Now, the 186.2 became a very key level at this point because we could not close below there pretty much. We rejected many times. We rejected on Monday, New York session. Then we rejected again during pre-London / Asian session at 6 a.m. Well, Asian close, really. Then we pushed back above 186.5 again, kind of making somewhat of a correction to the bearish volume we had on Monday, breaking the range that we created during the Asian session, closing above, came back down during New York session to bounce off the 186.2 6.2 level once again, not breaking below, closing in this sort of accumulation area that we have. So going into Asian session, we made a nice support level there. So it made sense to even take entries if you wanted to be risky at 186.2 during New York session, because that was clearly a heavy level. Now, once price closed above during Asian session and going towards pre-London, we closed back above 186.5 again, and that's when we took off and went crazy, and then we confirmed the buys even more by closing above 186.8, which shifted this structure that we created on Tuesday and broke lower time frame structure to continue on with the high time frame structure and break the 186.8 once again. And we did, and we closed below massively. We closed above that level massively, and during Thursday's New York session we have pushed on to beyond 186.5, and now it looks like we're going to close above 186.5 during the Asian session right now, because we have volume, because this is a yen pair. Now I forgot to mention that I think the Bank of Japan right now is overall like somewhat dovish. I think the sentiment, I'm not quite sure. I just keep up to date with the Bank of England, but looking at the currency indexes, you can see the price has been somewhat bullish short term for the pound, even though we did on the wrong chart. We did break lows here and broke out of this range at the tail end of last week when we had NFP data weakened the pound, but we've had bullish price action on the pound since this week, and that's obviously short on GJ. Now if GJ is going to continue bullish, we obviously want the pound to increase strength and break above these highs at 26.8 again, and get stronger, and we want the yen to continue to get weaker and push further below, deeper into those 66.5s potentially or whatever. But we have broke the lows below 67.2, which was a key level, and now below the 67 flat level. So now I do expect a correction possibly on the yen, and that's the correction we'll be looking for on GJ, as well as we've closed above 186.5 now pretty much. We'll probably close above 186.5, I reckon. 30 minutes about to close right now, so yeah. GJ is looking very promising still. But I caught those buys from 186.5. I did have runners beyond 187.5, but I did secure a majority of the trade around this level here, because that was my initial target for 1 to 3. But yeah, guys, I wanted to make that quick, but I just wanted to fit in 3 trades. Well, the 4 trades that I took, on 2 on GJ and 2 on gold this week. So yeah, overall a good week. And yeah, guys, talk to you guys later. Peace.